Restaurant was easy. It requires a lot of hard work, a lot of startup money, and of course, good food.
For one Utah man, the road that led to owning his own restaurant was a long one, full of lessons he's serving up on every plate. News specialist Ashley Moser has our story.
My grandmother was always about family get-togethers.
Chef Julius Thompson is a man who's ruled by the past.
Christmas and Thanksgivings, we eat ourselves stupid.
History hangs over every moment.
Our happy moments were during family gatherings with big meals.
Not just his own past, but that of his ancestors.
Some people call it Southern, some people call it soul food. Food that was given to the slaves, discarded pieces of meat and discarded vegetables that the slaves had to turn into something palatable so they can keep working so they could survive.
But that's not the only part of his past that looms large.
When we first moved here, we lived in a homeless shelter.
Julius's mom was addicted to drugs. He went back and forth between Utah and Chicago, bouncing in and out of foster care.
She would get arrested or she was unable to take care of us.
Those years led him down a road that's tough to talk about.
I sold drugs at the age of 12.
Growing up in an area near downtown Salt Lake, Julius and his brother were approached by someone they knew.
There was a man in the neighborhood who was selling drugs to my mother and my aunt. So he invited us out to Pizza Hut one day and was, telling us, like, look at my watch, look at my car, look at my clothes.
He offered them a deal that seemed too good to be true.
You guys can work for me, and I'll give you a portion of whatever you sell.
When his brother came up short on a payment and faced a deadly threat, Julius decided to get out.
And that was enough to bring us true fear and the consequences of our mess-ups.
His new path led him towards becoming a pharmacist.
I was always around drugs, and for the most part, that's all I knew. So I might as well do it, but in a good way that made me money.
But he soon decided to reconnect with the positive memories of his childhood, holidays with his grandmother.
And I should do something which I love to do, which is cooking.
He bet everything on this, literally.
Put our house on the line and obtain a food truck.
You can start boxing it up.
That truck turned into a full-blown restaurant called Sauce Boss Southern Kitchen.
The essence of soul food is something that came from pain and sacrifice, turning into something beautiful and delicious.
And when he says those words, what he's really talking about is himself. Feeding others while letting his past feed his future.
Exactly. Something that came from pain, trying to turn it around into something good.
Wow, what a great story there. That was Ashley Moser reporting. Julius is dedicated to spreading the lessons he's learned, even writing an autobiography, which he sells out of his restaurant there in Draper.
Oh, I love seeing stories.